Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. So, I don't know if I've done a reading for you before. I do so many I can't remember everybody's name. So I'd like to explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. So I try to describe the picture the best I can because there's always a reason for whatever they say or show. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what she's talking about. This is not exact science. Sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. They don't give me all the details. Details are none of my business. They give me just enough to where it should make sense to you. But you should know what they're talking about. And, okay, so as far as her death, they used to show me exactly how they died and how it felt, and I cried so many times that I asked them not to do that anymore. So we don't, unless it's just an unusual thing or it really needs to be said. I can ask her all the questions I want to. She doesn't mean she's going to answer. It's totally up to them. It's their ball game. It's their show, as far as I'm concerned. Within reason, they know what we need. So she's coming in with this extremely strong smell, and she's spraying, she's spritzing all over. So it's some kind of foo-foo stuff that she wore, and she's putting on a lot of it. So it doesn't mean that she wore a lot of it. It could mean that she's just trying very hard to get this smell to you. And smells and sounds are really easy for them to do. It's like I tell people, those things are easier for them to get your attention or let you know that they're there than trying to ask them to move an elephant or a boulder across the room. That's just too hard. So anyway, when you get this smell, and you might just get a little whiff of it, it could be overpowering. It doesn't matter. It's whatever it was that she used to wear for her foo-foo juice. That's what we're calling it. And you can be in the store, you can be in your car, you can be outside. It doesn't matter where you are when you get this smell of the perfume that she wore. She says not necessarily perfume, but anyway, whatever it was that she used to spray on herself. And when you get that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more if you want more. That's your free will choice. That's totally up to you. It's like she's walking around you. I'm not sure what she's doing yet. Hang on. See me walking down the street? Do you see me walking down the street? So you're going to see. Okay. All right. It happens to me even now. All of a sudden, I'll see somebody that looks like my loved one. Could be driving a car. They could be walking down the sidewalk. It doesn't matter that it's somebody else. It matters that that particular person that looks just like her, has her hair just exactly the same color, walks like her, whatever it is that draws your attention, and you say, oh my gosh, that's her. No, it's not. It's still a sign from them. That one's a little harder to explain because it's not them, but it's still a sign because that person was there at that moment that you were driving down that street or walking down that street or whatever the case may be. That person was, you were both there at that moment for that reason, even though you probably don't know them at all. It doesn't matter. So when you get any signs from her, validate or acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs if you want more signs. That's your free will choice. She's taking her hair and she's pulling it up, but she's pulling, I don't know how to explain it. She's putting her hands underneath it and pushing it up. Like getting it off her neck was her hair. And I don't know where you guys live, and I don't know what your hair looks like. I don't creep anybody's page ahead of time because it messes my little brain up. That's why I ask for not too much information ahead of time so it's real. But she's pulling it up off her neck, so I don't know if her hair was always hot on her neck. Maybe she always wore it up because it bothered her neck or made it too hot or sweaty or something. Because she's not putting it up, she's just pushing it up off her neck, like getting it off there, or it bothered her maybe. Now she's got it all pulled around one side, and she's like doing this with her hands on it, like pulling it all around and just kind of, I don't know what you would call it. Like maybe it was a habit of hers that she would kind of play with it. She's making a big deal out of her hair. Know that she's going to mess with your hair too. They love to do that. They do it. A lot of them that come through do this because it's something easy that they can do. So you should feel her messing with your hair, and it could feel like a bug crawling. It could feel like goosebumps. You could just feel your hair move in certain little spots. They make my head itch. So know that if you feel something like fingers running through your hair, know that that's her. And something about a chill, like whether that will be at the exact same time, I don't know for sure, but she's showing them together. So it could be when you feel that, you could get a chill. That's her energy. And I never know for sure how somebody else is going to feel the energy because we all feel it different. You're not going to feel it exactly like I feel it. She's talking about pinky swears. Know that I love you very much. And then she has pinky swear. Don't know whether you actually did the pinky swear or if it's just secrets that you guys had together. She appreciates you keeping her secrets. Make me itch. She's showing a car going down the street. Don't know why yet. So they just, it's her show. She can do whatever she wants. It's like somebody got hit by a car. I don't know what she's trying to show with this. But she's not making it real clear. Somebody get hit with a car, but they weren't in a car, but they got hit by a car. Hit and run. I don't know if she's talking about herself. Because like I said, I've asked them not to show me how they died. It just got too traumatic for me. So I don't know if she's talking about herself or somebody else that, like a hit and run, got hit by a car walking like across the street. So I don't know if she's trying to validate something or if she's talking about herself at this moment. Yesterday. Something about yesterday, but hang on, let me ask ALEXA. Well, darn it, ALEXA played the song yesterday by the Beatles. That's not the song she was singing. So listen. So if you're listening to the radio, could be music on the TV, could be music on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and you hear the word yesterday in it, pay attention to it. Because now I've lost, now I can't. Now I've got this song stuck in my head, and that's not the one she was. No, I've lost it. Anyway, it's not the Beatles song. Okay, now she's showing you walking down a sidewalk, and it looks like you're in a housing neighborhood. And it could be just the way she's showing it. So it could be anywhere, but she's showing like houses around it. Maybe she's just showing that because she's showing the sidewalk. I know it sounds a little wishy-washy. And you're walking down the sidewalk and she's bouncing around you. She's literally going, hey, hey, I'm here. And she's walking with you, but she's just, psst, 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 psst. So if you're walking down the sidewalk and you feel like somebody's watching you, you feel like somebody's too close to you, and you look around, you get a little creeped out or something, know that that's her energy you're feeling, and acknowledge her. Tell her you know that's her. She says you have felt her. So sometimes you can get a little validation with something like that. Like I was standing at a bar one time waiting to order a beer, and I totally felt somebody really strong standing here. And I thought, turned around, there's nobody there. And I thought, well, I don't know who the hell that is. Immediately to my right, a girl walked up and ordered 2 Blue Moon beers. Well, Blue Moon is a huge sign for Bob and I. So I knew who it was. So there was that validation. So you might watch for something like that when you feel her walking, bouncing around you, literally jumping around. Okay, now she's showing herself with her arm around another girl's shoulder, somebody about the same age, somebody who passed before her, somebody she's met up with. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this girl might have died from suicide. But they knew each other. They feel like, don't know that I feel that they're related, but maybe more like friends in school. She's not saying for sure. They might have been related. The girl has long, straight, dark hair. Pretty. They're like buddies, something about buddies. That doesn't mean they're not related, but anyway, they're together. Hanging out. They almost feel like sisters. I mean, so there was something fairly close about them, even if they weren't blood related. And I always tell people it's that feeling. It's not always the blood relationship. The little lady next door can feel more like your grandmother than your blood grandmother that lives clear across the country that you talk to once a year, if that makes sense. It's not always the blood relationship. They're hanging out and they're talking. They have some things to work out and help each other with. They're going through the same thing, kind of, as far as their soul's growth. They're kind of on the same level, kind of like soul sisters, working on the same vibration, the same stuff. Okay. She's talking about a dog. She's showing me a husky. Looks like a husky. I don't know if the dog is here or with her. She's just showing it kind of at a distance. I can see some snow around it a little bit. Most of the country right now has snow, even Texas. And I don't know where you guys are at. So anyway, there's a reason she's showing this dog. If you have a dog like that, watch the dog. The dog, animals and small children see them and hear them with no problem. Because they haven't been told that they can't do that. So if the dog is here, or if you have this dog or know of this dog, watch the dog, and the dog will like raise its head up and kind of wag its tail and look at something in the corner because it sees her. Or she's trying to acknowledge that to somebody who has lost this fur baby, that she has come in contact with it. There's a reason. There's a reason for anything they show or say. So she has a huge smile on her face, and she has this total sense of peace about her. Just total calm, peace, love, vibration going on. Total, she says, at home. At home. And she says, I kind of wanted to go home. And I know for years I felt that. I want to go home. I don't even know what home was, but I wanted to go home. I didn't want to be here. I wanted to go home. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from her. It's okay. I wanted to go home. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're just supposed to stay here and finish your lessons. Something about a scarf. The scarf, it looks colorful. It looks very sheer. Something like you might tie around your neck, like with an outfit or something. Not like you would wear particularly on your head. More of a, I don't know, not decoration, what do I want to say? Accessory. She's acknowledging this scarf for some reason. I don't know if she had one that you particularly thought was pretty, or you have one of hers, or somebody has this scarf and she's just fine with it. Know that you can be anything you want to be. It's all up to you. And she's staring right at you right now, and she says, what's your goal in life? What is it you want to be? And she's literally going like this, staring right at you. She's over here right now, but she's moving in here. And I know when I do paranormal investigating, we use cameras, but this camera evidently isn't good enough to pick up their energy. Sometimes you can see stuff in a camera, but I don't think I've ever seen anything on here. What do you want to be when you grow up? She says, we talked about that. Are you doing anything about it? Why not? It's all up to you. You have to make the choice. Remember what we talked about. Is that still your goal? Now she got quiet. So whatever she was good at here helping you with, whether it was just listening to you or being your support, no, promise you 1,000% she can hear you, she can see you. Talk to her. Invite her in to help you. But invite her in to help you with something she was good about when she was here. Because I always use, well, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in when he was here, you don't ask Uncle Joe for help with any financial stuff because he doesn't understand how it works down here because it didn't work for him when he was here. So ask her for something she was good at helping you with down here. If you want her help, she can put people in your place, or in your place, in your, where was I going with it? She can put people in place, like in your path. Open doors. Suddenly she can know somebody and they'll call you and maybe offer you a job that'll lead you in that direction, or put you in touch with somebody who will help take you in that direction, or be a guide or a mentor for you to do whatever it is you want to do with your life. She shows me you're on a pretty straight path. She says, move your feet, lose your seat, and you need to do that because you don't want to sit there the rest of your life. Move your feet, lose your seat. You need to lose your seat. Move on down the road. It's time. I will help you when I can. Thank you for thinking such nice thoughts about me. Don't be angry about me leaving. It was meant to be. Okay, she's saying something about golden hair. I don't know if she's talking about her hair. I have no idea what color your hair is. Maybe people called her hair golden. Maybe you did. So I'm not sure what she's referring to with that. Sometimes they just throw words out. I'm here on your behalf. I don't know. She's not explaining what she means by that. She said sugar candy and then sugar coated. Somebody's sugar coating something. She says, so just be aware that somebody's sugar coating something. Don't be taken in, don't be led astray. If it makes your little antennas go up, or throws a red flag up, kind of step back and check and see if that's the one sugarcoating something that maybe he isn't telling it the way it needs to be told. Don't get suckered in, she said. It's not a big deal. It's not a bad deal. So this is not a huge warning, something's going to get me. Just something she's kind of wanting you to be aware of, pay attention to, not get scammed, she said. And she said the word hieroglyphics. Like I said, sometimes they just throw words out. So I don't know, hieroglyphics are the little symbols on the Egyptian walls and stuff. So I don't know if you guys maybe had codes, some kind of symbols. Maybe you're looking at symbols. I have no idea where she's going with that. She's not explaining. I will do my best to bring you peace. You deserve it. She says, know that you were my best friend, and we have secrets that we will take to our grave. And I took some of yours to my grave, and I know you will take some of mine to yours. Because it's not everybody else's business. I always trusted you. You are a beautiful person inside and out. Make sure you always strive and try hard to believe that, no matter what anybody else says. Believe in yourself. That's what makes us beautiful. And with that, she's going to leave. She's very beautiful, very light, very, very loving, very pure. And she's not really, I was asking her if there's any more signs she was going to leave. So just watch for those 2 or 3 signs that she talked about. And once you acknowledge her, when you get the signs and she realizes that you understand that that's her doing that, then you'll get more. It kind of opens a floodgate, and then they go, oh, she gets it. Now I'll try something else, type of thing. Know that I haven't left you. I'm like in the next room. But, sorry, my teeth. Know that I haven't left you. I'm in the next room. Don't forget to only see beautiful when you look in the mirror. Never, ever, ever see ugly. Never, ever, ever see heavy. Never, ever, ever see bad. Always see beautiful when you look in the mirror. And tell yourself you're beautiful. Because you are. Very sweet message. With that, she's leaving, and she's kind of skipping, really skipping kind of along as she leaves. Something about some flowers. I don't know if you've taken her flowers lately, or you're planning on it. I don't know where you live, but couldn't take any real ones right now. Most of the country's frozen. It'll get better. Okay. With that, she's leaving. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. She's very sweet, very peaceful, very at peace. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.